Organization Settings, Customer Training. In this training course, we'll discuss organization-wide settings. You'll learn where and who can access the organization settings, how to manage users and groups, how to create and manage Qualio tags, all things billing related, what the password expiry setting is and when and why to update it, and how to add your company logo and where it will appear. Only quality users can access the organization settings by clicking on the gear in the top right corner and selecting Organization Settings from the dropdown. You can browse the different organization settings using the left panel menu. Training settings and quality event templates are covered in great detail in their respective training courses, so we won't focus on those in this training, but rather we'll first jump into user and group management. Users must be manually added one at a time. Before adding a user, you can view the number of available licenses here. Click the Invite User button, then enter the email address of the new user and select the appropriate user role. Then click Send Invitation. Let's take a minute to talk about the user roles in Qualio. Basic users can read documents and complete training on those documents. They may also need to log quality events and complete event tasks if that feature has been enabled for them. Normal users can do everything the basic user can, but can also create, review, and approve documents and manage events. Quality users have full permissions and access to Qualio features, settings, and reporting. We've got some exciting enhancements coming for user management in 2022, including a new admin role. Look for announcements in our monthly customer newsletter or talk to your customer success manager for details. To remove users, open the user record, then click the Delete button. If the user has ownership of documents or outstanding actions, you'll be prompted to transfer these responsibilities to another user. And the final step is to confirm the changes and proceed. User groups can be created to make it easier to manage users by geolocation, department, or special teams of users. This is especially helpful when assigning reviewers, approvers, and trainees to documents. It's much faster to select an entire group instead of selecting users one by one. Additionally, groups can be used along with Qualio tags to restrict document and event access. To do that, you'll first need to create a group by simply clicking the Create New Group button. Give your new group a name and consider if you should include the word restricted in the group name to differentiate it from a similarly named group. Then check the box if it would be helpful to include this group on the training overview dashboard. This report allows quality users to view overdue and completion metrics so that they can take action and communicate with group leaders if the group has fallen behind in training. In this example, I have a separate unrestricted managers group, so I would not include this group in reports. Next, you'll need to assign users to your new group. Go to the Users tab and select all the users you want added to the group. Then click the Add to Group button. Choose the group name from the dropdown and click OK. You can remove users from groups in a similar fashion by first selecting the users, then clicking the Remove from Group button. The second part of restricting documents involves Qualio tags. Let's first discuss Qualio tags in general, then come back to our restricted documents exercise. In its most basic form, tags can be used to search for and identify documents and events by product, department, location, function, whatever. But tags can also be leveraged in your document and event strategy to restrict access and better organize your EQMS. Unlike a simple folder structure where an item can only be located in one folder, tags provide a more dynamic filing system where items can virtually exist in multiple folders. It's advisable to take a minute to think about your tagging strategy before you begin creating tags. Would it be helpful to tag documents and events by location, department, or product? Will you want to restrict access to auditors or contractors? Start putting a list together of your requirements and ideas, then review your thoughts with your customer onboarding manager the next time you meet. Qualio tags can be applied to documents and events. And for documents, add tags either during document creation or editing, Or quality users can apply tags en masse to documents at any stage from the document workspace shown here. This is especially helpful for applying tags to effective documents because then you don't have to upversion a document, which would then launch a review and approval cycle just to add a tag. And for events, add tags during event creation or editing. There's no limit to the number of tags you can create in your instance, and there's no limit to the number of tags that can be applied to a document or event. Once you've thought about your tagging strategy and you're ready to create a tag, browse to the organization settings, select Tags on the left side menu, and then click the Create New Tag button. Next, give your tag a name. The name can include letters, numbers, symbols, and even emojis, believe it or not. And coming back to our conversation about restricting visibility with user groups, if this tag will be used to restrict visibility, select the user group or groups that will be able to access documents and events with this tag. Then click Create Tag. And that's it. Now you'll see a list of your tags and the visibility on the right side column. You can now begin tagging documents and events. So let's pull everything together that we've learned so far about groups and tags and how to restrict visibility to a manager procedures document. Step 1, we're going to create a new group called Managers Restricted. Then step 2, we're going to add managers to that new group. Step 3, we need to create a new tag and link it to the Manager Restricted group. And lastly, step 4, we need to apply the tag to the Manager Procedures document. Now, only managers in the Managers Restricted group will be able to see the Manager's Procedure document. Now let's talk about billing. To access billing, go to Organization Settings and click Billing on the left side menu. As you can see, you'll find information on the number of active users, which are users in either the quality or normal user role, compared to the total number of purchased licenses. You'll find invoice information, including your current plan, renewal dates, and previous invoices. Billing admins can view and download invoices for their records. And basic account and billing information should be completed by customers to ensure Qualio's accounts receivable department has the most up-to-date information. Having the proper billing information posted here can help to prevent any possible disruption to Qualio users due to billing-related issues. So who has access to this page and is responsible for completing the information? When you view your list of users, you'll see the billing flag next to users who have access to the billing page. If you need to add or remove this option from a user, click into their user record where you'll find the billing access checkbox. If you need to purchase additional licenses, you'll need to reach out to your customer success manager. They have your account and contract information, including knowledge of who can request additional licenses and your existing terms and conditions. They'll generate an order form, and once approved by the customer, will ensure licenses get added and made available to your Qualio account. And what about adding features? Currently, some features can be enabled or disabled by user, like events. And some features can be enabled or disabled for the entire organization, like design controls. However, at the moment, Qualio must do the enabling and disabling. But in 2022, the product team is working to get this functionality into the capable hands of its customers. Until then, use the in-app support chat to send us a message and select the option to get access to features. Your request will be handled as quickly as possible. Moving along, only a couple other org settings to be aware of, and password expiry is one of them. Password expiration is a quality control measure you can elect to activate in your organization. Click the Activate Password Expiry highlighted here, then select how frequently you'd like your users to change their password. Your options are every 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, or annually. And lastly is your company logo. You can upload your company's logo here on this page, and it will appear on exported document cover sheets like this. Armed with what you've learned in this video, take a few minutes to put it into action. And don't forget that you should have a sandbox environment where you can safely test all these items. Then Before your next check-in with your onboarding manager, think about your user group and tagging strategy. If you have questions, be sure to check out the Qualio Help Center. Now, some articles are restricted to only users, which means you'll need to be logged into Qualio in order to view those articles. You can also use the in-app support chat feature that can be found directly in Qualio or on our Help Center. We're excited you're here, and we look forward to being part of your Qualio journey.